didn't even know that I was gonna get dropped. Actually, one of the people who worked at Violator, my management, she had called to give me the heads up.
You was literally like one of my best friends. To find out from one of your mans that you was stealing from me. Like, wow, that's...
After years of silence, R&B singer Olivia has returned to the spotlight, confirming long-standing speculations about her career and personal life.
He didn't want me to work with certain people, so it was a lot, and I didn't even know that I was gonna get dropped.
From being discovered and marketed at a young age by Clive Davis as the bad girl of R&B, to her career, heavily controlled being the only female artist in the male-dominated hardcore rap label G-Unit.
They didn't understand what to do with R&B music because it's all rappers. So the formula they were following for me was the rap formula. Doesn't work for an R&B artist.
Missy had did around 4 records for my G-Unit album. To see her put that much energy into my project and then 50 not understand, like, that's not the route we want to go. And I'm like, what? Because these songs were all smashing.
Things got even more tense when 50 Cent decided to damage her image and career by making a comment that Olivia and Missy Elliott had a sexual relationship.
She went to work with Missy. And then it got kind of crazy. Like, Jesus. I think Missy hit that.
How did it all fall apart? Let's find out.
And we were doing like showcases around the city and everything. And I believe that that's where I met one of the guys who were leaving Arista to start J Records with Clive.
When Olivia first started her career, she was very young. Clive Davis wanted to market her as the bad girl of R&B.
This is literally arm in arm with me, walking me through his house, telling me he's gonna have one of my plaques. Like, there's no words for a 19-year-old to describe.
He thought this would make her stand out and get more attention, but this was not who Olivia really was. She loved music, but she did not feel like a bad girl inside. She wanted to make songs that showed her real feelings and true style. Being pushed into an image that did not fit made it hard for her to connect with her fans. People saw her one way, but she felt another way inside. This confused her fans and made it tough for her to build a strong, honest relationship with them. In the end, it slowed down her career because she could not show her real self. Later on, Chris Lighty, who was a big name in the music world, reached out to Olivia. He was connected to 50 Cent and the famous G-Unit label. Chris told Olivia that 50 Cent was looking for a female artist to join the group. Olivia thought about it carefully.
So I'm like, oh my God, like, okay, I'm a solo artist. 50 Cent is the most popping thing right now. What do I do?
She said, but they are gorillas. How do I fit in with that? Even though she had just signed with Interscope Records and did not want to upset anyone there, she decided to go ahead and join G-Unit. She thought if she did not move forward, she might get shelved, meaning her music would be put away and forgotten. Olivia took a risk, hoping this move would help her career grow. After Olivia sat down in a meeting with 50 Cent, she realized joining G-Unit was the best move for her career. 50 Cent also believed it was a smart move to sign Olivia to G-Unit. His label was full of street rappers, and he wanted to bring something new to the table. He wanted to have an R&B singer to balance the label.
It took a lot of getting used to because it's an all-male group, of course, and I'm the only woman.
More than likely, 50 Cent had another reason too. His enemy, Irv Gotti, had the famous R&B singer Ashanti on his label Murder Inc. 50 Cent wanted to show he could have a successful R&B artist as well. He hoped Olivia would be the one. Olivia's first big moment with G-Unit happened when she was featured on 50 Cent's smash hit song, Candy Shop. The song became a platinum-selling single and even reached #1 on the music charts. It was a huge success. 50 Cent hoped that by putting Olivia on such a big song, people would become interested in her music too. However, it was tricky for Olivia. G-Unit was mainly a hip-hop label with tough male rappers. Olivia was the only female R&B singer on the team. Because of that, it took a lot more work for her to grow her own fan base. After the success of candy shop. 50 Cent released the soundtrack for his hit movie Get Rich or Die Tryin'. He had the choice to release the fan-favorite song I'll Whip Ya Head Boy as a single. Instead, he decided to release a song with Olivia called Best Friend.
You were my best friend. I want you around all the time. I want you around with me.
50 Cent wanted Best Friend to shine a light on Olivia and help her build her audience. The goal was to create more excitement for her own music projects in the future. Olivia released a few singles of her own. One of them was called Twist It, which featured rapper Lloyd Banks.
Ooh, babe, you know I like it when you feel on me. Pulling on my waist, I feel it.
Another was called So Sexy, a song co-written by popular songwriter Carrie Hilson. Olivia also got more exposure when she was featured on a song with reggae artist Shaggy, who happened to be her boyfriend at the time. She appeared on his song Wild Tonight, which helped her get a little more attention. Unfortunately, even with all the features and singles, Olivia's songs did not have a big impact on the charts. Best Friend helped a little bit, but it wasn't enough to launch her second album the way she wanted. Her second album, Behind Closed Doors, was supposed to come out, but Olivia couldn't release or promote it properly because she was busy touring with G-Unit. Even though her album was delayed, Olivia still got to be part of one G-Unit project. She was featured on a mixtape song called So Seductive. Around this time, G-Unit started having problems within the group. One major problem involved rapper The Game.
Studio with Dr. Dre, with his hit production for a year straight, why would you need 3 songs from me to start your album? It's because even Dre felt like what he was doing wasn't good enough.
The Game was originally part of G-Unit, but after he had a falling out with 50 Cent, he left the label. After leaving, The Game began to diss everybody in G-Unit, including Olivia.
YM, like, what was the origin?
Know why? Because 50 can't rap. And so I gotta go a level up and challenge the better rapper.
What the hell's going on? Bro, look, you suck, bro. Like, there's never a moment where you said something and we was like, ooh.
The Game started a terrible rumor about Olivia. He claimed Olivia was really a man. In interviews, he made nasty jokes about her. Even though the rumors were false and hurtful, Olivia decided to take the high road. When someone asked her how she felt about The Game, Olivia said she never cared about him and that she never responded to immature people. She said it wasn't her fault that The Game had problems with the men of G-Unit and decided to take it out on her, the only girl in the group. Olivia said she thought the rumor was actually funny, because if that was the best insult The Game could come up with, then it really didn't bother her. But Olivia's troubles didn't stop there. G-Unit was still beefing with Irv Gotti's Murder Inc. And because of that, there was a lot of tension between Olivia and Ashanti. Since their labels were enemies, Olivia and Ashanti could not be friends even if they wanted to. At one point, there were rumors that Ashanti was ready to fight Olivia if they ever crossed paths. However, Olivia and Ashanti never had an open fight. They just kept their distance and stayed away from each other. Over time, Olivia started feeling unhappy at G-Unit. She was still the only R&B singer there, and she felt like they didn't know how to market her properly. She also felt like they didn't help her find her own sound. Wanting more for her career, Olivia started working with other artists, especially Missy Elliott. She spent more time recording with Missy than she did with G-Unit. 50 Cent noticed this and didn't like it very much.
Missy had did around 4 records for my G-Unit album, and she took the time to, she put together a whole production. Like, she had dancers come and do videos.
Even though Olivia was working with Missy Elliott, she still struggled to find a hit song. One of the biggest missed chances in Olivia's career happened when she passed on a song called Let It Go. This song later became a huge hit for Keisha Cole. If Olivia had chosen that song, her career might have taken a very different path. It showed how tricky and unpredictable the music business could be. Sometimes one small decision could change everything. After many talks and meetings with 50 Cent, Olivia finally decided to leave G-Unit. When she left, rumors started flying. Some people said Olivia left because she and 50 Cent had a romantic relationship that went bad. But Olivia made it clear that those rumors were false. Olivia said that she and 50 Cent never dated. They did admit that they found each other attractive at one point, but they agreed not to act on it because it would have messed up their professional relationship. Their relationship was always professional, and when Olivia left, the split was peaceful. However, 50 Cent was disappointed. He had invested about $2 million into Olivia's career and did not get a return on his investment.
That was a loss. The problem you get with female solo artists is their game is really small.
In later interviews, 50 Cent said it was frustrating because if an artist didn't have a hit quickly, the label kept spending money, and the artist would end up costing the label a lot.
And I didn't even know that I was going to get dropped. Actually, one of the people who worked at Violator as my management, she had called to give me the heads up to.
Olivia heard 50 Cent's comments about the money and responded in her Forbes DVD interview. She said she felt she was worth the investment. She joked that 50 should have spent $4 million instead of $2. Olivia explained that having an R&B artist was different from having rappers. Rappers could just throw on a sweatsuit and perform, but R&B singers needed more work like wardrobe, glam, dancers, and stage production. She felt 50 Cent should have understood that.
How I found out, 50 never told me. He never spoke about it with me. And it was crazy because we talked all the time. So I was like, did I do something wrong? For G-Unit, there was definitely a time where I was like, I don't know if I want to do this again. Like seeing how things really work behind the scenes.
After Olivia left G-Unit, things got even more tense. Not just because of the money, but because 50 Cent started another rumor. He joked that Olivia and Missy Elliott had a romantic relationship. This rumor hurt Olivia deeply. She said in interviews that it hurt her feelings because 50 Cent knew her well and knew Missy Elliott well. She felt it was very wrong for him to joke about something so serious. Olivia said Missy Elliott called her after hearing the rumor, and both of them were very upset. Olivia couldn't believe 50 Cent would even suggest something like that, even as a joke. Olivia explained that she had to work with Missy because she needed an R&B sound, not rap. She felt it was necessary for her career. She didn't think it was right for 50 Cent to make a hurtful comment just because he felt upset that she had moved on to work with someone else. Even though there was hurt on both sides, Olivia and 50 Cent eventually talked things out. They repaired their relationship and moved on. Olivia continued her music career independently, working hard to build herself up without the support of a big label behind her. Olivia also had a career in reality TV.
Every time I see you, Olivia, you are always rolling your eyes, and you doing it right now. He was rolling your eyes. I don't even see.
When Olivia joined the show Love and Hip Hop, she became more well-known. Many people who did not know her music before started to recognize her face. At first, it seemed like a good thing because she thought more fame would help her music career. But soon, Olivia realized that the show cared more about drama and fights than about her talent. The show wanted big, loud arguments to keep people watching. Olivia wanted people to notice her singing and hard work, not her private life or arguments with others. This made her feel like the real reason she went on TV was getting lost. Instead of being known as a good singer, she was becoming known for reality TV drama, and that was not what she wanted for herself. The problems became even bigger between Olivia and her manager, Rich DeLaz. Rich was supposed to help her with her music career, but Olivia felt like he cared more about making exciting TV moments than helping her grow as an artist. The more time Olivia spent on Love and Hip Hop, the more out of place she felt. She felt like she had to act in ways that were not true to who she really was. There was so much pressure to be part of the drama that it made her feel uncomfortable and sad. Olivia wanted to focus on her music, but the show kept pulling her into arguments and fake storylines. It made her feel like she had to be someone she was not. Over time, Olivia felt very alone because she could not truly be herself on the show. The fun and excitement she once felt about her career started to fade away. As time went on, Olivia became very unhappy with how reality TV was affecting her life and career. She had once hoped that being on the show would help her get more fans for her music. Instead, it made people see her as just another reality TV star. The drama and gossip on the show were louder than her singing. Olivia realized that being on Love and Hip Hop hurt her chances of being seen as a serious artist. She felt trapped in a world she never really wanted to be part of.
You was literally like one of my best friends. To find out from one of your mans that you was stealing from me, like, wow.
In the early days of Love and Hip Hop New York, Rich Dolaz was seen as someone who helped artists. He acted like he was serious about his business. He was either managing artists or dating them. One of the artists he worked with was Olivia. They were good friends, and Rich became her manager. Olivia wanted to bring her music career back to life. She had already left J Records and was no longer working with G Unit. She hoped Rich would help her become successful again. Rich gave her songs to work on, and one song was even supposed to go to his girlfriend at the time, Erica Mena. That decision caused a lot of drama, and many people watched it happen on TV.
Yo, you broke my heart.
You let Cisco get in your head.
And I'm glad that you knew who it was, though. I'm not even playing right now. You broke my
Years later, Olivia and Rich had a serious argument. Olivia accused Rich of cheating her out of money she earned from their music. In a video clip, Olivia told Rich that she was very hurt. She said that lawyers told her about the missing money. Olivia believed Rich kept money that she deserved. Rich strongly denied stealing from her. He tried to explain how the music business worked. He said that if someone does not write a song, they only get performance royalties, which is less money. Rich also said that Olivia made hundreds of thousands of dollars from performing the song live. He seemed upset that Olivia thought he had taken advantage of her.
Spoke to everybody over there. I spoke to all the representatives. They told me where the money was funneled, and it was funneled to Dollars Unlimited, which is you.
Go to Dollars Unlimited.
Wow. Don't do that to me.
Olivia did not believe his excuses. She told him that they had always been like brother and sister. She said they faced many struggles together. Olivia said it hurt her deeply to find out Rich had been keeping money from her. She could not understand how someone she trusted so much could do that. To her, it made no sense at all. Rich then tried to defend himself. He said that he had spent a lot of money helping Olivia. He said he paid for everything: studio time, travel, security, and even acted like her taxi driver. He reminded her that their song got over 800 plays on the radio, and he paid for everything by himself. Rich said that none of that work was free, and he was struggling with debts at that time.
I never stole anything from anybody, especially Liv.
Olivia wanted to know why Rich never just told her he needed to take money for those expenses. She said that if they were really close, they should have been honest about everything. Rich said he didn't want to tell her because he thought of her as his sister. He did not want to burden her with more problems. Rich said he was under a lot of financial stress for 4 years because of their work together. He thought he was doing the right thing by keeping it to himself. In the end, Rich told Olivia that she made more money than anyone else from the song. However, Olivia still felt cheated. She said that Rich got her, meaning he tricked her and took advantage of her trust. Their conversation ended with both of them feeling hurt and sad. They both agreed that the situation damaged their friendship and left them with a lot of pain. After Olivia left Love and Hip Hop, things did not get easier. Without the show, she lost the big platform that gave her attention. She also did not have a major music label supporting her. Olivia had to start over and work very hard to rebuild her music career. She had to do everything on her own, from making new music to finding ways to share it with the world. The journey was tough, and there were many struggles along the way. But Olivia stayed strong and kept fighting for her dream because she still believed in her talent. Olivia Teresa Longat was born on February 15, 1981, in Brooklyn, New York. She grew up in a family with different roots. Her family came from Indian, Jamaican, and Cuban backgrounds.
I mean, I used to sing with my grandfather in Jamaica when I was like 2, 3 years old a lot, my grandmother and my grandfather. And then my mom was just a natural born singer. So
this gave Olivia a rich and colorful culture. She loved music from a young age. She studied music while she went to Bayside High School in Queens. Later, she continued studying music at Five Towns College in Dix Hills, New York. Olivia did not wait long to start her music career. She began performing when she was a teenager, singing at events and in church.
My mom was like super into every position in the church. I mean, like every position you could think of, she had it.
In an interview, Olivia talked about when she first knew she wanted to be a singer. She said it started when she was only 7 years old. Even as a little girl, she sang for her parents and for friends who visited their home. She also sang in church, which helped her feel comfortable singing in front of people. Singing became part of her life very early. She said it was just something that she grew up doing. When asked about who inspired her as a young artist, Olivia said she loved old soul singers. Some of her biggest influences were Luther Vandross, Anita Baker, and Stevie Wonder. These were the artists she listened to the most growing up. Their voices and styles helped shape the way Olivia sang and the kind of music she loved. She said she was an old soul because she liked music from older generations. Since Olivia came from New York, she was asked what made artists from New York special. She said that New Yorkers had a special kind of confidence, or swag, that was different from other places. She believed that people from New York had a certain energy and boldness that made them stand out in the music world. Olivia said that going to Five Towns College helped her career a lot. In college, she did many things to improve her music skills. She learned sight singing, practiced playing guitar and piano, took voice lessons, and even studied opera singing. She also learned how to use Pro Tools, a computer program for making music. All of this training helped her become a better singer and performer. Olivia said she was lucky because she had a strong support system. Her family stood by her through everything. Her father and grandmother were some of her biggest inspirations. She also had close friends who she had known since she was 14 years old. These friends stayed loyal to her and always told her the truth. Having honest and loving people around her made it easier to stay strong during tough times. When Olivia talked about her time with G-Unit, the famous hip-hop group led by 50 Cent, she said she learned a lot. She thanked 50 Cent for teaching her about the business side of music. He would take her to meetings so she could see how deals were made and how important business decisions were handled. Olivia said that being a woman in the music industry was not easy because sometimes people did not take her seriously. But learning from 50 Cent helped her to be smarter and tougher. When asked about what she wanted to do differently now, Olivia said she just wanted to be herself. In the past, she felt like she could not show who she really was. Now, she was ready to be true to herself and her music. Some people might not know, but Olivia was also a good dancer. She worked with famous dancers like Custis and Elisa. However, Olivia said she would not focus too much on dancing anymore. In the past, people thought of her more as a dancer than a real singer. Now, she wanted people to really hear her voice and understand her true talent. She said she would still dance a little, but singing would be her main focus. Her new single, December, had just come out and was getting a lot of good reviews. Olivia said she was inspired by music itself when she made the song. December was a mix of urban and crossover sounds, and she said it just felt good and right to her.
You said you love me in December.
Olivia said fans could expect more great songs like December on her new album. When asked who she wanted to work with in the future, Olivia said she was a big fan of John Legend and Brandy. She felt lucky to have already worked with many amazing producers for her album and was grateful for every opportunity.